first episode of what I'm calling rope shenanigans. This first episode is going to be focused on managing fear of heights. So, Jaden, how do you manage your fear of heights? Or do you even like think about it?
I definitely don't think about it very much.
Yeah, well, you're definitely an anomaly, I would say, in terms of like fear of most things. I don't think you feel fear very much as an emotion.
Yeah, but then sometimes you get that tickle when you just really want to jump. You're like, shit, like I really should not be thinking this right now.
The thing about this climb is that we need a canoe to get to the bottom of it because it comes right out of the water. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Cool. Well, it does look a little wet, I will agree. Okay, we parked the canoe, got all of our gear ready, and we're gonna go walk over to the start.
Should we put the oars in?
Sure, the paddles. Okay, we are switching to the GoPro angle. So, maybe this is a good time to start talking about managing fear of heights as I start getting a little bit higher here. I think one of the first principles for me in overcoming a fear of heights is realizing that the anticipation of something scary is oftentimes a lot scarier than the actual thing itself. Like right now, I'm probably less scared than I was when I started this climb. Jaden, have you ever led a trad climb before?
No, never.
Try to get a piece in as early as possible here. Just so if you do take a fall, you're not then compromising my anchor down here, you know? Jaden is questing out into a slightly wet crack up there. How you feeling?
Dude, feeling great.
It's a good time to talk about my second thought around managing a fear of heights. And I think this is really important, especially as you get into climbing. Learning to trust the gears. Oh, a little bit of a process. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's continue. That took a little while to get that nut off. That sounded weird. I don't know if I like the way that came out of my mouth. But yeah, learning to trust the gear, whether it's bolts, ropes, carabiners, or trad gear like this is pretty important for managing my fear of heights, at least. If you do a lot of research into gear, like ropes and carabiners, they're meant to hold, and bolts especially, are meant to hold weight 10 to 20 times your weight, and double to triple the amount of weight that you could possibly be generated by the biggest of falls. Trad gear is a little bit different, especially if you don't place it well. Like that nut was a little sus. But gear these days can pretty much be trusted, and much more likely that the rock will fail before your gear does, which is saying a lot because rock is usually pretty strong. So now, probably 400 feet above the water, maybe even 500 feet. Probably a good time to talk about the third idea I have around managing a fear of heights. And it's a little weird, but I think that a trust in your own strength is one of the best things that you can have in managing a fear of heights. Like right now, I'm about 15 feet above a nut trad placement, which is a lot. Nuts aren't ideal to fall on, but I'm so confident in my strength and technique as a climber that I can pretty much comfortably take this run out and know I'm not gonna fall. Now this is pretty easy climbing to test it out on, but these principles pretty much apply to all climbing. As you can see, a boat down there is checking us out. Nice, dude. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah, dude, pretty sick.
Nice job. We're at the top, dude. How's that feel? Pretty good?
Great.
Sweet, dude.
Bouncy.
Yep.
That's all good though.
Since it's getting dark, I'm gonna take the opportunity to finalize the episode. I'll still film myself rappelling, but so you should totally check out our movie Climbing Giants. It's this movie about tree climbing in Costa Rica. Super awesome. It's 49 minutes, minimum of $1 to rent it, but you can pay whatever you want is fair. So yeah, you should totally go and check it out, and continue to watch the rest of our adventures for the summer. Cheers.